Yo, what is good everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is JustClark, and today I think this is my first actual studies vid because I'm doing studies that I can show on YouTube. I do have some on Patreon, I'm just saying, but if you guys want to check that out, link is in the description down below. But today I'm doing a study with value distillation. This is something that I learned from Sinix Design. Pretty much this is gonna help me improve my understanding of value, breaking down illustrations, which pretty much gonna help me improve my shape language, my stroke economy, my composition. All right, and so I'm gonna be dropping a time lapse. But yeah, anyways, without further fucking ado, man, and I hope that I can bring some knowledge to y'all. Right, let go. Alright, so for this first one, this is really tough. Can't get the proportions right. I do know how I'm gonna approach the next one by pretty much dropping the silhouette of the character. I just went on kind of like a one-to-one here, which is the wrong thing to do, but that's the point of study. That's the point of study. You make mistakes, you fuck up, and you learn from the next one. And so I'm gonna be moving on to the next one, just apply what I learned and improve my process. I'm gonna draw out the silhouette first and I'm gonna go from there. So yeah. This time I blocked out the whole silhouette of the character, not the most accurate, and then I started going off negative shapes as well as pretty much blocking out the main highlights that I see. And at this time I pretty much tried to group midtones and lights, just because the value range of the whole illustration is lighter and not darker. If it was the other way around, have more I'd probably group 2 darks and 1 light. But yeah, like I said, pretty much the value range here is a lot lighter. Now for the pencil, I was debating inside my head how I'm going to block that out, because, and also with the effect of the oshirik just pressing on the glass door, it was kind of tough to try to portray that with just lights and darks. So I wasn't really able to do much of that. And with the background, it's a little bit easier. With the background, I'm just thinking of trying to frame the character. And if you're paying attention to the negative shapes, as you can see, obviously the mids and the darks would be put in shadow and the white wall would be lights. I'm running out of breath. Holy shit, I need to do more cardio. Alright, and then for the metal ones, it's kind of hard to kind of portray that with just lights and darks. But yeah, especially I'm using most of just hard edges. But this time, I was pretty happy with how I was able to portray the character with just shapes and lights and darks, and not fucking up the face too much. And yeah, as you can see, I did over the thighs, and yeah. Alright, so moving on with this, I'm gonna just add some midtones. What I'm gonna choose is probably a color closer to black. Actually, no, I'm gonna go closer to my light color just because there's more dark now than light, so. And also just based off the value range of the reference photo, there's a lot more light, so I'm gonna go with that, and yeah, I'm gonna just work on that real fucking quick. Yeah. Alright, so adding the midtones is pretty much just making the whole illustration feel a lot more three-dimensional, right? Like if with the sphere there's like highlight and midtones and shadows. So for this one, I chose to put the midtones closer to the light and trying to just frame the highlights a lot better. And with this, with adding the midtones in, there's more, I would say, freedom. It's actually a lot easier to work with the 3 values instead of 2 values, because the 2 values just end up looking too flat sometimes. So yeah, with the midtones, it felt a lot easier. I felt a lot more free and just paying attention to the local values of each element, and at the same time just the overall lighting sense based on where they're positioned. So yeah, definitely adding the midtones were a lot better, and it started to look a lot better as I did it as well. So I am going to stop right here because I don't want to go too overboard, but pretty much my thought process here is because I now have the option for midtones. I grouped a couple of these in shadows at first, but now because I have midtones, I'm seeing that the local value of this area right here is lighter than the bottom right here. That's why I just moved this into midtones, and I kind of made the skin look a lot more like skin, and I'm kind of following some design rules, which is, as you can see right here, we have, it's kind of a 50-50, but I do have like 2 highlight areas on each side of the and right here I have some shadows for the shoulders and some highlights, smaller highlights. And what I'm realizing here is how much midtones is being worked in. You know, I'm seeing the balance of the lights a lot better, understanding local values and all that kind of stuff, and now everything is framed. I haven't been 1 week into studying this, but I'm just here to see how much I can improve. And yeah, a shit ton going on here, but the main thing is the focal point, which is I think we all know what the focal point is in this one. But yeah, anyways, that's me studying valid distillation. I'm still gonna go about this for like another week just to really improve my understanding of seeing the values in 2 tones, 3 tones, and at some point I will start introducing color. But for now, I just want to improve my understanding of selecting the values, and it's all about decision. This is something that I learned, like it's all about decision making. Whether you want to choose the highlights, if you want to show this as highlights or midtones, that's all about your decision. And I think that's very, very important. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. Anyways, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, comment down below what y'all want to see next. I'll see you on the next video. Yeah.